Yo, what is up? YouTube land, we're back with more MGS Twin Snakes. How you doing? Me? I'm alright. So we just finished doing the whole Revolver Ocelot stuff, if I remember correctly. The very beginning, where we met him.
Yeah, we literally just finished the Ocelot fight.
And it's the year 2021.
And we called Meryl, and that's all we did. Meryl codec call, of course, is 10 minutes long. Meryl.
In this hour-long part, we will do 2 gameplay things.
Yeah, I have,
So weird to see this game with the MGS... This is definitely just like the MGS2
Oh, it's
engine.
definitely, it's confirmed just the MGS2 engine.
It's very interesting to see this game this way. Not even the graphics, but just the exact way the soldiers move. It's exactly like MGS2.
Yeah. And, yeah, retrofitting this game into the MGS2 engine with first-person aim. There's some problems. This game's very flat because, you know, it's originally a PS1 game. There are some hidden... I think we can see with the thermal goggles. Yeah, see that.
My eyes.
Yoink.
Finally got the yoinkin' FAMAS. Let's go. I also like... Oh no, we talked about it last time, but it's so funny how your gun has 46 bullets, which has to be 15 times 30 plus 1 in the trigger, but...
Yep. Because Kojima's very
specific
about stuff.
Also, I found out...
Ooh. That's a good hiding spot.
I found out from...
If you're pleb enough to get spotted by anything.
From Trevor and Big Mike. That is Michael Kenny, for you extremely old and extremely dedicated CIB fans.
Oh yeah, he was on like 2 videos. But he's just some random guy in Nebraska.
Yep. But actually someone who's actually cool. Anyway, I found out that I never knew this in all my years, that the first 3 MGS games were co-written with Kojima and someone else whom I forget their name. I apologize because it's very Japanese.
I unlocked the cargo door for you.
I never knew that.
Where are you?
And then Kojima did not co-write 4 or 5, which is why 4 or 5 like just goes off the rails.
Yeah, all the MGS games, I never really take them super seriously, but they have some good ideas, and obviously there's a very good cast, and there's sort of that mix between realism and sci-fi. But once Kojima took the solo reins, the series just went off the rails.
Intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
mean,
meet at the nuclear warhead
it's
storage
pretty
building.
clear.
Wait. You said you'd stay
I can't think of a single situation where someone with like genius, or at the very least, if you don't want to call Kojima a genius, someone with a great story to tell needs someone to rein them in. It doesn't matter if it's a publisher, it doesn't matter if it's a co-writer. We mentioned this last time, but I mean the most famous example is the Star Wars prequels, where George Lucas was able to just do what he wants, and you can see that there was a story to tell there, and that like everything was, and they're literally calling to be like, hey. You can see the story to tell, but he needed someone there to be like, George, I really like your idea, but instead of having 20 minutes of political discussion, can we do this instead, kind of thing. And with MGS4, you know, hey, Kojima, there's some cool ideas here, but can we not have...
It's so hard to tell which one's which. I think the one just above his head.
Can we not have 2-hour-long cutscenes near the end of the game? Like, can we break it up somehow? Like, you just need somebody there. A great example, and I know I've mentioned it on the channel before, is Tim Schafer with Double Fine with that infamous... what's the word?
Snake, there's claymores!
No! With that infamous GoFundMe or whatever the crowd raising is for that indie game that he made. The infamous, I always get the number wrong, 3.3 million or whatever the heck it was.
The Broken Age.
Broken Age, yeah. And it's like, Tim Schafer, clearly, I mean, Psychonauts is just a fantastic, ridiculous, hilarious storyline game. But you need somebody there to, like, kind of be breathing down your neck, or else... Like, I know these types, they're gonna, like, constantly be like, well, we can add this, we can add this, we can add this. And then if the publisher or whomever just completely hands off, eventually you have a game that just never comes out because they're just going to keep adding on to it or keep perfecting it or, keep changing it.
Another very bad thing about the MGS's success over the years and Kojima getting full reign over the series is that Kojima has always been a Westaboo movie addict. And as he got more and more budget and free reign to do whatever he wants, he started introducing just hey, look at my celebrity friends.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the guy from 24. What's his name?
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah. And that stuff probably cost him so much money. They got the guy from Walking Dead. Sorry, I don't know any celebrities' names.
Norman Reedus. Yeah. No, exactly. And I know some people will disagree, but...
Are you ready for this?
Send him a message.
Oh.
Was that in the original? There's no way.
No. This gets even more stupid.
Okay, come on.
That's right. You belong on the ground.
I'm pretty sure that Snake does something even more stupid after this.
Here we
go.
The Matrix was 4 years before this.
Like the snake
Let it
you
go.
are.
Or I guess the Matrix trilogy was still going, but come on.
Come, let's fight.
I guess
Nope.
This is my least favorite boss fight in the game.
But yeah, seeing a famous celebrity / actor as the main character of a game really takes me out of the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and video games is video games can do whatever they want. It's a medium that has no bounds. Anything that they can imagine, as long as they can render it, you can make. So why would you make it? Why would you take celebrities and not only ruin the realism, or the believability of your world, the immersion?
Yeah. No, absolutely. And I'm not against using voice actors and/or stunt doubles or whatever to base a character off of a real life person. And I know some people would even disagree with that. But when it's somebody that's super well known, it really takes away. It's the whole time I was playing Death Stranding, I'm that's just literally Norman Reedus.
Yes. It takes away from the immersion. It adds a substantial cost. I mean, getting A-list Hollywood actors, I don't know if you call Norman Reedus A-list, but at least B-list. It's probably cost millions.
You gotta remember when Death Stranding was being made, Walking Dead was friggin' huge. And I'm sure there was some sort of a... What did he catch it? Oh, okay. That there was some sort of, buddy discount, you know?
There was also some sort of back end. You probably got, royalties from, each game sales. Those people do not work
But
for
still, Norman Reedus, didn't make that game. I mean, I didn't like it very much, but it's not people were oh, I never would have played Death Stranding if it wasn't for Norman Reedus, or he was the reason I played and beat that game.
Oh my god. Auto aim is so kind during this fight. It's the only reason why this fight is... Oh, it actually didn't work. I was aiming 45 degrees away, and auto aim automatically threw it at him. I must have just threw it too early.
There are some movies, straight up movies, and in fact there are not some, there are many straight up movies that I watched just because a certain actor was in it. I'll be yeah, I'll give it a try, whatever, And sometimes a certain actor makes an entire movie. I mean, Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood. Literally name another person in that movie. The new Riddler guy was in it. I forget his name. Paul Dano. But anyway. But, for a game, that's not necessary. The game should be gameplay and all that. Boom!
So once you figure out that auto... You have to hold down the A button to throw it further, which for a lot of other games, it doesn't exactly work like that. And once you know auto aim really helps you. The fight's not too bad, but it's still the dumbest fight in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's not great. That was pretty much just throw it in there.
And again, I know that we're harping on Spencer didn't even play MGS5, but MGS5 is like a good game. It's literally the meme of it's a good game, but a bad MGS game. Because MGS5 has the total polar opposite problem with MGS4, where MGS4 is 90% movie, 10% game. MGS5 is literally like 5% movie, 95% game. And the 5% movie part isn't even finished.
Yeah, that's just sad. I'm like almost glad I never played it. When I found out it was going to be one of those games where it's like way more open world, I didn't even give it I didn't even try.
The game itself is pretty alright.
Boss, is this alright? Just giving him the card like that.
There's 2 big open world segments, and they're not even that big. But the entire game, I was really just hoping for, like, okay, when's the 3rd section? Because they're really empty, and there's not a lot going on. I was like, okay, when's the 3rd one? And then it kept doing missions. And there was a bunch of backtracking, and it kept doing missions. I was like, oh, there's no 3rd area.
He lives and breathes combat.
For what it's worth,
like you.
I look exactly like Vulcan Raven. I mean, this is like looking at a mirror. It's really weird. And then that Raven is my cat Lasagna. Actually, my cat Lasagna would eat and kill that.
Literally,
Raven.
Lasagna is the most lethal, like dangerous cat I've ever seen in my life. That's like a domesticated, not, I guess, sort of domesticated house cat.
Yeah, I don't know what you call inside-outside cats, but definitely domesticated. Like, he wouldn't live. I'll put it this way. Well, and he's not in the wild, but he wouldn't live without somebody feeding him. Yeah. We feed him. I want to be clear about that. And in fact, everyone in the neighborhood feeds him.
In fact, I would say that Spencer's second cat, Loki, is even more of like an outdoor cat.
Loki is so scared of everyone, he doesn't go up to anyone. So whatever he does out there, that's his own business.
The only time I can go up to Loki and just pet him is if he's sleeping on your outside like rocker chair.
Oh yeah, yep. Sometimes he's there when like Amazon packages are delivered, and I'm like, I wonder what they think. They probably just do not care. Because, dude, yesterday it was. I understand it's December. It was Friday, and I got home at 7:30ish, and we didn't have a package. And I went out to go take the trash out at like 9:15, and there was an Amazon package there. I'm like, damn. So the absolute mad earliest that package was delivered at 7:30 p.m. on a Friday, and it's still like 3 weeks till Christmas. I was like, I feel so bad.
It was like the week after like Cyber Monday and Black Friday.
Yeah. I get that, but it's still like, damn. Because you know they're not starting at like noon.
No, they're probably doing like literal 16-hour days.
What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah.
We ordered something on Walmart's website. It was some like Black Friday toy that Ash wanted for some Star Wars thing. And like some like almost like DoorDash driver delivered it. It was like Walmart order, and I was like, what? I was like, what? I didn't even think about it because it was like a day later. I was like, what? And then I figured it out, and I was like, dude, just ship with like freaking ship with people where it's their damn job to do it.
Well,
like,
I think the reason why they do it is that they probably have so much inventory moving out in those like small orders like that for home delivery. That's literally cheaper to do it that way than going through UPS.
Yeah, I guess it has.
That's why Amazon's making their own fleet of stuff.
There is a...
Because investing in all that infrastructure is like a huge cost, but it will definitely save you a lot of money.
Yeah. There is a place, I don't know what...
No, go. Go. This is so close. Go.
Yes!
Oh my god.
That.
If you get seen in the middle of the nuke building, gas gets pumped into the room. You can't use your weapons. You basically just die.
Oh my god.
And you can't use the elevator.
Well then.
Now I can use because the warheads aren't on like this floor. I can use weapons.
And
I can't even use the M9. All I can use is I think chaff grenades.
Oh wow! On that floor that you were on.
Yeah.
Wow. And there's no M9 in the original MGS,
No,
right?
the M9 makes this game kind of a
That
joke.
completely changes the game. Just completely.
Hey, bud. It makes it infinitely easier.
How do you...
It also makes the big boss ranking, like if you want to get the best rank in this game, you have to do it non-lethally. So that means you have to do the entire game with M9, including boss fights.
How do you beat the first game without killing anyone? Just punch them?
You cannot. It's impossible.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot of forced encounters. When you're doing the Meryl section, I guess you can punch them, but punching them is just, they die.
It would be brutal, yeah.
So it's not like a non-lethal like punch thing. They still die and disappear in that game.
Yeah, the thing that I will say like positive about this, and we're not like dogging on this, because this is a solid like remake or rehash or whatever. It's nice that it's not just a straight up 1-to-1, that there are differences, even if we disagree with them. It would be kind of lame if it was just like, same game from 1998 with new graphics, and that's literally it.
Yeah, especially like that early. Like if RE1 remake wasn't like as different as it was, I would not love it as much as I do.
If RE1 remake was literally, here's the exact same thing, everything the same, but with better graphics, I don't think it would be as loved. I really don't.
No.
Because people look at it, I've never heard a single RE fan not put that game in their top, I want to say 3, maybe at worst 5. Simply because it's like, wow, it took everything I loved from the first one and just made it better. I'm not saying that that's what happened with this one, but...
Snake, watch out. That place is filled with gas.
Also,
the floor is
That
electrified.
voice sounds
First,
very
destroy
familiar.
the high voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall. But how?
isn't Snake
I can't
dying
reach
right
it.
now
Use
from
your
this
remote
Yeah,
control
he's a-
missile.
2-minute...
Who are you? Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat?
Uh,
The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never
I was gonna
mind
say, for
about
people
that.
You're
not in
using
Gen
voice
X,
transmission.
that was
Are
the
you
name of an
nearby?
informant, not
Who are you?
other things.
One of your fans.
This is also not, or is this first person? In
This
the,
is first person.
This is first person in the original.
Oh! Okay. I thought I just died from that.
That was kind of cool.
At the end of the cutscene, you start at the very edge of that electrical floor. Nah, come on.
I think the NIKITA might be the coolest weapon in all of MGS history. It's so simple. It's just like rocket, but you can control it and see through it with a camera first person.
It's pretty cool. I wish it... this doesn't exist in real life, right?
I don't know.
Go, 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 go.
I don't pay attention to anything like military-wise because it just depresses me.
It probably exists now. It probably didn't exist in 1998, but
Yeah,
it probably
yeah,
exists now.
This is for Kojima. There was something I saw the other day that I want to repeat. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know there was a gun thing there.
Okay, you ready for this? So the Pentagon just failed its 6th audit in a row. I'm guessing they're yearly audits. The grand total of dollars lost in this audit is $8 trillion. So just as an example, they use this in their post. A trillion seconds, because it's really hard to imagine how big. You just hear trillion and you're like, a pretty big number. Yeah. A trillion seconds ago was 31,000 BC, for what it's worth. So the Pentagon's just like, we lost $9 trillion. It's really not a big deal.
At least the government actually audits like things like the Pentagon.
Actually audits with huge quotations. If I failed an audit, they would throw me in jail.
That is true. It's more like a slap on the wrist. Like, oops, we missed $8 trillion.
Yeah, it's like there's a million memes of it, but it's like when you govern yourself, it's there's memes that are like let's say Activision. Activision does internal auditing and finds that Activision did nothing wrong. Just as an example, and that stuff happens all the time, and it's like, yep, this is also awesome.
Is that guy good?
Looks pretty cool.
Take this!
Yeah, that'll work. Oh! Oh! Why even bother breaking the arm?
It's gonna die anyway.
Yeah, just to give him like 5 seconds of excruciating pain and then be like, blah, blah, blah. Yes, Snake, your SOCOM will work. Dude, this is just like the scene in MGS2 with Vamp. Well,
yeah, I mean, MGS2's like premise is that Raiden's like mission is in the they purposely make it as close to like Shadow Moses as possible to construct the perfect solid snake.
Right.
Just by experiences alone.
It's a ghost.
I don't think that's in the original.
That guy might have survived if he didn't break his neck. Literally me. My god, I can't believe I look just like Vulcan Raven, but I act just like this ninja. That's like...
That's how I open CIB every morning.
That's literally like every tryhard on like Reddit in the world thinks that's exactly what they're like.
And of course they would have like a fedora on.
Take that up with your false god.
Otacon looks weird in this
Yeah,
game.
he does, doesn't he? Ah! He doesn't look anything like the Otacon in any other version.
No, not even MGS2.
They still have it.
Yep.
Although, I'm not making fun of Otacon because I would absolutely pee and poop myself.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yep, alright.
I hate you, Silicon. Look at me!
Oh my god!
Oh,
Yep, I was
next.
gonna say.
Snake.
Hey, you're that ninja.
I've been waiting for you, Snake.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless. I've removed all obstacles. Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
Oh, I've waited a long time for this day. Now I want to enjoy this moment. What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
He said the thing!
The world to battle with you.
What is
Does-
it? Revenge?
Does Kojima just think everyone who likes Japanese stuff who's American is just like the nerdiest crap? Wow.
A fight to the death with you.
I'll just stop talking.
I would imagine that when he was making this game in 1998, he had absolutely no idea what the Western landscape of anime enjoys were.
Yeah, true.
Back then, it was like Konami and like 4 kids,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Dude, I was actually thinking about this the other day. Isn't it crazy how in the span of,
I need that man.
I'll say 20 years, although you could make an argument that it'd be less, that the word nerd and geek and stuff like that went from being literally like a super negative to like literally influencers on Instagram with 10 million followers are like, I'm such a nerd. Like, isn't it crazy how, like, in just 20 years, that kind of stuff happened and changed so much?